Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your spirit messages for December. I am Charlene Lizette. Happy birthday, my loves. 'Tis your season. For the spirit messages, we get channeled messages from source. So sometimes these messages seem to be a little bit softer than my regular readings. And what I mean by that is think more ethereal, think more heavenly, more cosmic. Versus 3D, right? And even though my tarot readings aren't always 3D, I do dive deep. Just think of them as more gentle readings, okay? They come from your ancestors, your loved ones, angels, master guides, teachers, whoever is wanting to deliver a message to you. And funny enough, as I was sitting with your energy, deciding what amulet was being called for you for this month, I actually saw one of your grandparents, grandmother specifically, kind of come around, and the room kind of did this. I don't know how to explain it. It was like this, like almost like she danced into into the frame, which would be right beside this lighting that I have, and then she danced away, and it was a really cool energy. Oh, it felt very much like this, like a whirlwind, because there was like white around it, and I knew that it was one of your grandmothers. So if your grandmother has recently passed, or you have a close connection with your grandmother, that's specifically a message for you. Okay, let's get into this reading here for you, all my loves. All right, first, happy birthday. Okay. What a beautiful energy you have here. One of deep transformation, and also this energy here for the month spiritually, where you tune into your spiritual vessel, your spiritual essence, and you start feeding it, you start fueling it, you start empowering it with this Nine of Cups. You're going to feel really abundant. You're going to feel like wishes are coming true. You're going to feel very successful. You're going to feel very accomplished, okay? As you complete another cycle around the sun, one of the things you start realizing this time around is how much you've grown, how much you've matured, and the type of strength that you have to persevere, the courage that you have to be resilient in times of adversity, your ability to balance the ebb and flow here, the masculine, feminine energy that exists within you, regardless of your sex, right? With the strength card, we talk about calming the gentle giant through love, through compassion, through gentleness. And this is how you transform. And this is what's going to be attracting all these happy moments, this fulfillment, this joy in your life. With the Hanged Man here, I love this card because, well, when it's Piscean and Neptunian in nature, but two, because sometimes in life, and you, my loves, I love you, my Saggies, okay, just a reminder, I'm a Sagittarius midhaven, okay? So like I know the vibe. I know the Saggy vibe. Um Sagittarius sometimes are like on the go, right? They're so like on a mission. They're so like in this mission of like, this is what's right, this is what I see, this is what it is, and there's no having a conversation about it. And sometimes Sagittarius can go way too fast into something that they miss some of the signs, or they miss some of the things. With this Hanged Man card here, what I'm seeing is that in the month of December, even though there's so much wish fulfillment, there's so much balancing of this energy, you're learning to slow down a minute. And by learning to slow down a minute, by learning to take a pause, take a breath, take a knee, whatever you want to call it, okay? Take a step back, you actually are able to start receiving messages from source. So for those of you that don't know, right when I became a single mother, I was on the brink of homelessness with my son. We had been evicted from our home, and I didn't have a job, and I had been a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't have any income really saved up. And there came a time where I chose to stop being in this place of like helplessness and hopelessness, and where I realized that I could co-create the reality that I desired in my life, where I realized that it was up to me to be the creator of what I desired. And the minute that I chose to reclaim my power, I found freedom, fulfillment, purpose, my soul purpose, my life, right? Because I stopped worrying so much. I stopped trying to find the answer, but rather what I did was I sat in the energy. I embodied what God was showing me, and through that, I was able to transform my life. And when I was doing that, God taught me about the light laws. And I actually, in hindsight, realized he was teaching me the light laws the whole time. And I was just fucking ignoring it because Sagittarius Midhaven, I was too busy go, go, go to like read the fine print, right? And one of the things that happened was that when he taught me the light laws, I learned that one of the light laws was what I needed, what I had actually embodied. And that was that inaction will help lead you to action. And I teach this in my Align course, which you can enroll in the description box below, but I'll teach it to you right now as well. Is that in this particular light law, there's 9 light laws in total. This is one of them. When we pause, when we contemplate, when we I don't want to say self-restrict, but when we like practice like stillness or like allow ourselves to be in like the present moment, when we are conscious of that, when we choose to pause, we no longer need to react to what's happening. We start responding to things and we start to connect with ourself. We start to connect with our higher self. And it was in those moments where, where most people were like freaking out and panicking and worrying about like, where was I going to go with my kid and what I was going to do for money. And like, everyone was projecting all these fears onto me, which is very natural when you're put into these traumatic and very difficult moments, right? I chose to stop listening to the noise and I took a step back and I was like, well, what if instead of feeling helpless and hopeless about this, I asked God, why is this happening and what is this teaching me? And the minute I did that was when I started hearing from God saying, because you need to start a YouTube channel. You need to stop working in a sales job that, drains you of your energy and you need to start stepping into your purpose. And that was when I could listen to God. And that's what's happening to you this month, Sagittarius, where your overactive energy, energizer bunny, go, go, go. I always know the answer to everything, where you're taught to go into, hold on a minute. Let me listen. When you listen, you release the petals, transformation, death, and rebirth, shedding, all change. Okay? Hello, 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. But how could I have transformed my life, right, to what I have now, this beautiful home? And I don't want to get emotional. This beautiful home that I have, and this wonderful career where I get to build these beautiful relationships with you guys, and I get to do everything that I love all the time. And I could take some time off yesterday to go get the Christmas tree with my son. Do you see what I'm saying? I created this life of freedom. How could I have done that if I didn't give myself space to transform, to die, to be reborn, to shed, and to embrace all change? It would have never happened. And that's what you're learning right now. You're learning this month that in order to create this new life that you seek, you must let everything that's no longer serving you go. You got the thorn, protection, boundaries, clear communication. For some of you, you're cutting off relationships, romantic and otherwise. And then you got plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded action. Look at this. This reminds me of when you walk through the darkness. Oh my God, I'm really aging myself. You guys remember that song? As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and I realize, yeah, you know that song? If you know it, drop it in the comments. Okay, but this is what you're doing right now. You're walking through the valley of death. And I'm not talking that you're dying or you're being reborn. You have to walk through the proverbial valley of death. You have to watch the old you pass away in the most beautiful, gentle way so that you can flourish and come out as the butterfly, right? The caterpillar that goes into chrysalis and transforms into the butterfly. That's what you're doing this month. Even if we look, even the fact that you got Vulcan. Vulcan is named after Mount Vesuvius in Pompeii. For those of you that don't know, Mount Vesuvius exploded and it was the demise of Pompeii. But for forever, Mount Vesuvius was dormant, and Mount Vesuvius has been dormant forever now too, right? They're projecting that he may erupt in 2040. But Vulcan is all about the passion, the vigor, that like the pulsing of a volcano before it erupts, and then experiencing that beautiful eruption of power, sensuality, drive, passion, charisma, energy. That's you, my love. And you're ruled by Jupiter, ever expansive. You all ever seen a volcano explode? It's not like a little fart. It's expensive, right? And so that's what you're going through right now. You're learning how to expand. But to expand, you must stop playing small. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency make your life a moving prayer. Every single day of my life, I prayed to God. I practiced gratitude for even the stupidest things that what people would call stupid. Where I'm like, thank you God for my toothbrush, thank you God for my toothpaste, thank you God for the walls, thank you God for the, like, and like truly in gratitude. Then we got, oh, sorry. Then we got big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired idea. Look at these portals that come out at the end of your reading. Lost land, soul memories, gifts. You've done this before. You are walking through tremendous, tremendous portals. Sagittarius, I am so excited for this month for you. I can't wait to watch you flourish. Drop it in the comments. Tell me what's going on in your life. If you want to book a session with me, you want to take my 9-week transformative course, you want to learn tarot, pick up amulets, whatever, sign up to my free newsletter. It's all in the description box below. I'm going to pop your monthly reading here, and we will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.